On August 8, 2024, a demonstration was held to demonstrate the incombustibility of FRC, fiber-reinforced ceramics, which can be used in the same way as FRP. A TV program also covered the event, providing a good opportunity for more people to learn about the desire of the each dream to save as many people as possible from the fires. This is a comparison experiment to show the difference between the general FRP on the left side of the screen and the FRC on the right side by applying a flame to them with a burner. The general FRP ignited immediately, but the FRC shows no sign of having changed over time. In addition, FRP in general produces a large amount of smoke that can kill many people in the event of a fire. However, the FRC does not emit any smoke at all. It is not clear from the video alone, but it has been confirmed that no harmful gases are produced either. In an experiment simulating a fire in a densely populated residential area, the following 3 points will be used to confirm the effectiveness of the each dream product. Insulation performance of a building that does not burn even when surrounded by fire. Securing power supply in case of fire. AI firefighters who can operate in the flames. Assuming a dense residential area, 7 wooden house models and a small fireproof booth will be placed. Kerosene is added to containers under each building to create a harsher environment than a real fire. Only one of the wooden house models, made from real building materials, has been processed with FRC. A box, also processed with FRC and non-combustible insulation, is placed there, and ice is placed inside to check its excellent thermal insulation performance. The small fireproof booth is made of highly insulating fireproof panels made by each dream, and we will verify whether the light bulbs and electrical wires placed inside can be protected from the high heat of a fire. A long, flame-resistant, insulated pipe extends from the small fireproof booth, carrying a cable connected to a light bulb to ensure power in the event of a fire. This system allows power cables that can only withstand temperatures up to 70 degrees Celsius to be used even in the event of a fire. A single non-combustible pathway was set up in the center of what is assumed to be a dense residential area. Here, radio-controlled vehicles covered with non-combustible material will be moved to conduct experiments that will lead to future AI firefighters. Once you are ready, check the safety of your surroundings and light the fire. To make the situation more severe than an actual fire, kerosene is added many times along the way. The additions on this day amounted to 12 times. About 10 minutes after the fire was lit, the model of a wooden house that had not been processed with FRC was completely burned out. A model of a wooden house machined from FRC in a small fireproof booth made of fireproof panels from each dream did not burn, even when engulfed in intense flames. What happened to the ice in the box? The lid was simply placed with a weight on it, and the heat melted the surface, sealing the gap and making it airtight. The ice did not melt, but remained firmly in place. If you cut out a wall of a wooden house and check the cross-section, you will see that the wood inside has not been charred in the slightest. The interior of the small fireproof booth, made of fireproof panels with high thermal insulation made by each dream, was also completely unaffected by the heat, and the light bulbs and electric cables inside were safe. These fire-resistant panels have passed preliminary testing for 1-hour fire resistance under ISO 834 and were developed for use in a major automotive plant. The material that can pass this test is foamed concrete with a thickness of 10 centimeters, but Easy Dream passed the preliminary test with a thickness of 6 centimeters, which is about half the thickness. Also, foamed concrete is so heavy that it cannot be moved once erected. However, each Dream's fireproof panels are made of rock wool and thin steel sheets bonded together with FRC, making them extremely lightweight. Because it is light enough to be carried by hand, the fireproof booth can be disassembled and moved to suit the factory production line. The experiment was to supply electricity through a cable passed through an intense flame to light a light bulb. However, the length of the fireproof, insulated pipe was shorter than expected, and the exposed part of the cable broke due to the heat. After reconnecting the burned out part and turning on the switch, the bulb lit up without any problem. It is regrettable that we could not provide pipes of sufficient length, but thanks to the high insulation of the fireproof panels, the light bulbs and cables inside were intact, clearly indicating that power supply was possible even in the event of fire. If you can secure a light, you will not have to evacuate by groping in the dark, which increases the probability of saving your life. To make sure that the radio-controlled car, covered by the FRC cover, was safe in the intense flames, we moved it around to make sure it was undamaged. However, the radio-controlled car caught fire from below due to kerosene on the passageway. However, with the cooperation of a partner who has the know-how to create an AI firefighter out of FRC, which can be used in the same way as FRP, it may be possible in the near future to create vehicles that can explore and extinguish fires in places humans cannot reach, and drone-like AI firefighters that can fly freely through flames to gather information.
Did you see the flame? It's 2200 Fahrenheit. And all other buildings burned down. But the house that was protected by the material didn't burn. The other high-rise didn't burn. So that's amazing. And also, did you see that the ice didn't melt? After maybe 20 minutes of flame, it didn't melt. That means that if you make a shelter with that material, the shelter will not burn, and when you are in the shelter and with the electric wire protected and the duct protected, then you can breathe and you don't burn to death. So that's how amazing. By the way, this product got the accreditation of ISO 1182, which means it's absolutely non-combustible. Other products in the market have 5650, which is, it takes time to burn, but eventually it burns and produces poisonous gas, which can be fair. So that's the difference between this first and only absolutely non-combustible material and other materials. So think about it. Do you want this?
This demonstration demonstrated the non-combustibility of the each Dream product and its high thermal insulation effectiveness. On the other hand, there were points where we could not show the effect well. However, each Dream is not afraid of failure. We will continue our efforts to fully verify the results of the experiment and make use of them in the future. We want to save as many lives as possible from unfortunate fires. That is the wish of each Dream.